Welcome back out at Cards Camp. Rich Gray alongside Bob Kemp and Ed Cole for NBC Sports 1060.com. Another Cards Camp report. And pretty busy day, eventful day out here. You had the news of the contract offer to Chris Johnson, running back. And, of course, the bigger news, Bobby Massey suspended. He's out for 3 games. He's appealing that, though, but not good for the Cardinals.
No, not the best of days, needless to say. And
No.
yeah, Massey supposedly had a drunken driving situation during Super Bowl week here, even though apparently nobody can find a police report, last I heard, so we'll see what happens with that. But supposedly appealing, so whole question is your level of concern regarding the Massey suspension with the high, moderate, and low answers once again. And then earlier this morning, a report that they'd offered a contract to Chris Johnson, which quite frankly I don't really understand because if he's at his best and Ellington's at his best, it's the same player. So it doesn't really take care of a between the tackles thing. And certainly of the other guys that are out there, as we talked about today, no Sean Marino. I'm guessing he's got some issues, or he'd be in camp somewhere.
Didn't he have ACL surgery or something?
Yeah, he's had lots of stuff.
Yeah.
And Pierre Thomas is the best guy out there by far, but I think he's just waiting to try to strike it big when a team's desperate.
Yeah.
He already turned down Houston last week after he went there and worked out.
But isn't he another Andre Ellington?
No, he's a tremendous. He's a pass blocker, can run a little bit between the tackles. He's a great pass catcher, but he can do some things that Ellington can't do, and certainly things that Chris Johnson can't do, who I thought was pretty much shot at the end of last season. And Thomas he went to Houston last week, and when Foster got hurt, and everybody thought that was going to be a done deal, and then he got lowballed by the Texans, so he told him to get lost, and he's looking for a better deal.
What did the injury report look like today, Ed?
Well, as I look at my cheat sheet, Gerard Powers, he had some side work today. They're going to do it, keep him another day today. Maybe they'll bring him out tomorrow. I saw that they wrapped him up around his oblique today, and he did a little bit of running on that side field, and he was on the sidelines with his teammates. But other than that, he's day to day. Shaquille Richardson came back today. Sean Weatherspoon came back today. He did some light running behind the team today, so he was in uniform. He was in full pads. DJ Humphries was out there. Jermaine Gresham, Troy Nicholas, both full activity, ready to go.
The only guy I really saw out there a lot amongst those guys was Humphries.
Yes.
Nicholas pretty much called it quits I shouldn't say called it quits. He about halfway through practice, he actually just ran sprints on the sidelines for the last 45 minutes or so. Gresham was barely out there. Ellington was out there less than he was yesterday.
Yeah. So, they did a lot of individual stuff. He didn't do anything like 11-on-11s,
right.
any of that contact.
Yeah. So
Kerwin Williams got the bulk of that load.
Well, and you had Stephon Taylor out there.
Yep.
Finally, some with the ones today. Williams dropped at least 2 more passes that I saw, including one in the end zone where he actually dropped the pass and fell down and he didn't keep his feet and drop the ball, which was just a red zone
disaster.
More like a goal line type of play. It wasn't even a red zone play. So I did see Taylor. That's the most I've seen him get a little run with the ones in this entire camp. And yesterday we talked about Palmer had his first not so great day. Well, he was spectacular today.
Yes, he was.
Threw 3 long touchdown passes, and Johnson and Bethel and Matthew were badly burned on those 3 plays. So the touchdowns were to the Browns, and Larry Fitzgerald beat Johnson for the one deep touchdown that was really almost a length of the field type of play. It was coming out of the own into the field. I think it was maybe not quite the end zone, but about the 10-yard line, 15-yard line, and so that was much better today. And as far as a couple other quick things, as far as right tackle goes with Massey, Humphries was running with the 2s. Massey's still with the 1s today.
Yes.
And
Humphries was with the 2s and the 3s.
Right. And during the last couple of, I wonder if they must have had some kind of indication this might happen, because I did think it was weird at the end of last week when Sal ended up playing right tackle for a few days, Studley from left tackle. And
I played a lot of left tackle today.
Yeah, and he was a right tackle some today too. As was Watford for a few snaps yesterday and today.
I saw Watford. He was at left guard too.
Yeah,
so they're moving these guys all over the place.
Well, my guess is that Humphries, there's not a prayer in hell he's going to be the starting right tackle on week 1. as a rookie. So I think that they're getting some snaps over there for Sal and for Watford.
Now, there was also a Michael Floyd sighting today. Obviously, he had the cast on the left hand and everything, but he did talk with the media. What did he have to say?
Sure, he had his jersey on and everything. He was almost ready to go.
Yeah.
Of course, the trainers wouldn't let him go. He didn't have pads on, but so basically he said he's just kind of going by what the trainers say. He's going to take it day by day, and right now all he's doing is he's got a little styrofoam ball that he squeezes. That's the extent of his rehab right now. So he's basically just doing it, taking it day by day, just doing a wait and see mode. He likes what he sees from the young receivers, but of course he'd like to be out there. He's hoping he misses no games. We all hope he misses no games.
This team definitely hope, but I mean, it's such a bizarre injury for Michael Floyd.
It was weird. Yeah, because he said he got his fingers caught under the ball, and his momentum, his body twisted a different way, but his fingers didn't twist along with it, and it got caught in the grass, and that's kind of how it looked really gnarly. And he came up, he took the glove off, and he said it looked like missing parts.
Yeah. Pretty gruesome injury, that's
Yucky.
for sure. Is there anything else that stood out to you in practice this afternoon, Bob?
I was just checking my notes there, and I think we're good.
Oh, did I talk long enough for you?
We're good. That's very nice. Yes. I also got a call in the middle of that there. I wanted to make sure that wasn't something important.
Yeah. Okay.
And it wasn't.
All right.
So, we'll hear the Michael Floyd thing tomorrow, by the way, at the top of the noon hour.
All right, so again, we're going to be out at the Nest like we have been for all of Cards Camp from 11 to 3, the Sports Zone and the Blitz, 95th Avenue in Camelback. We'll be there tomorrow and on Thursday. Of course, the Cardinals don't practice. I was going to get to that. They don't practice on Friday. There is a preseason game on Saturday, and we will be out there from 1 to 4 p.m. on Saturday at the Nest Sports Bar and Grill. So you want to make it your pregame destination for the preseason game. And you could be late to the preseason game because it's a preseason game. It's, what did you used to call it back in the day, Bob?
A waste of time?
I was going to say exhibition football. But
that's right. That's right. I forgot. I got a letter from the NFL. Don't call it exhibition football. That's somewhere back in my George Young from the NFL actually wrote me a letter. And don't call it exhibition football. I still have that. It's in a box somewhere. That I have boxes from my various destinations. So this was from my Vegas days. So that box hasn't been opened in 21 years.
Oh, wow.
It's in there somewhere.
It's in there somewhere. So there you go. So again, we'll be out on Saturday at the Nest from 1 to 4 p.m. and we'll be back there tomorrow from 11 to 3. So we hope to see you out there. For Bob Kemp and Ed Cole, I'm Rich Gray. This has been another Cards Camp Report on NBCSports1060.com.